Welcome back to my channel. ഏവർക്കും എൻ്റെ ചാനലിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം. Today we will be continuing the MCQs of X-rays. I have already started up 2 sessions for X-ray, that is part 1 and part 2. Those who have not yet watched have watched those videos, and this is the continuation of part 2, and I'll be sharing the link of part 1 and part 2 in my description box so that it will be very easy for you to understand. So let us begin today's session, that is MCQs of X-ray part 3. Moving on to the 21 question. X-rays are option A stream of electrons, option B stream of positively charged particles, option C electromagnetic radiation of high frequency, and option D stream of uncharged particles. The answer is option C, electromagnetic radiation of high frequency. Moving on to the next question, question number 22. X-rays which can penetrate through longer distance in substance are called option A soft X-ray, option B continuous X-ray, option C hard X-ray, and option D none of the above. The answer is option C hard X-ray. So the X-ray which can penetrate through longer distance in substance are called hard X-ray. So let's see the explanation. The X-rays of low wavelength are called hard X-ray, and those of larger wavelength are called soft X-ray. Soft X-rays are produced at comparatively lower potential difference than hard X-ray. They have a wavelength of 4 angstrom or above. They also have lower frequency and hence lesser energy. Moving on to the next question, question number 23. For harder X-rays, option A, the wavelength is higher, option B, the intensity is higher, option C, the frequency is higher, and option D, the photon energy is lower. The answer is option C, the frequency is higher. So for harder X-ray, the frequency is higher. Question number 24. The voltage applied across an X-ray tube is nearly option A 10 volt, option B 100 volt, option C 10,000 volt, and option D is 10 raised to 3 volt, that is 1000 volt. So the answer is option C 10,000 volt. So it can be, we can find out through this equation, that is voltage is equal to Hc by E lambda. So H is the Planck's constant, C is the velocity of light, E is the charge of electron, and lambda. So from this equation, that is Planck's constant is 6.6 into 10 raised to minus 34. The velocity of light is 3 into 10 raised to 8. Charge of electron and constant. So from that we will get approximately nearing 10,000 volt. Moving on to the next question, question number 25. For continuous X-ray produced, the wavelength is option A inversely proportional to the energy of electrons hitting the target, option B inversely proportional to the intensity of the electron beam, option C proportional to intensity of the electron beam, and option D proportional to target temperature. The answer is option A inversely proportional to the energy of electrons hitting the target. So the continuous X-ray produced, the wavelength is inversely proportional to the energy of the electrons hitting the target. So let's see the explanation. A varying frequency of X-ray is emitted continuously due to the retardation of the speed of electrons. The X-ray consists of a continuous range of frequency up to a maximum frequency, that is Fmax, or minimum wavelength, lambda minimum. This is called continuous X-ray. The minimum wavelength depends upon the anode voltage. Moving on to the next question, question number 26. There are 5 types of interaction that occurs between X-ray and atom of the absorbing material, of which to occur in the range of the diagnostic radiology. Option A, coherent scattering. Option B, photoelectric absorption and Compton scattering. Option C, pair production. And option D, photo disintegration. So these are the 5 interactions which is happening between the X-ray photon as well as the matter. Out of these 5, which all are the interactions which is happening in diagnostic radiology? The answer is option B, photoelectric absorption and Compton scattering. So let's see the explanation. Photoelectric effect. The photoelectric absorption is one of the principal form of interaction of X-ray and gamma photons with matter. Here in the photoelectric effect, the photon interacts with the inner shell electron of an atom and removes it from its shell. Inner shell is the K shell. K, L, M, N, all those things you have studied in your chemistry or the physics. In that the K shell will be having 2 electrons and the K shell is having higher the binding energy. So the photoelectric interaction is happening with the K shell electron. Whereas in the Compton effect or the Compton scatter is one of the principal form of photon interaction. It is the main cause of scatter radiation in a material. It occurs due to the interaction of a photon or the X-ray or the gamma with the free electron, that is unattached to atom, or loosely bound valence shell, that is outer shell electron. So photoelectric effect interact with the K shell electron and Compton effect interact with the outermost shell, that is the M shell, which is not having the binding energy will be minimal and it is a free electron. Moving on to the next question, question number 27. The photoelectric absorption involves option A. Incident X-ray photon has more energy than binding energy of K shell electron. Option B. Involve tightly bound electron. Option C. K shell. And option D. All above. The answer is option D. All of above. That is, the photoelectric absorption involves the incident X-ray photon has more energy than binding energy of the K shell electron. Since if the incident photon is having more energy only, then it can knock out the electron from the K shell. So once the electrons have been knocked down, the nearby shell electron, that is L shell electron, will be falling onto this K shell with the releasing of that energy. That's what is happening. And it involved with a tightly bound electron. Tightly bound means since the K shell, it is more close to the nucleus and its binding energy will be high and it interacts with the K shell. So all these options are relates with photoelectric absorption. Moving on to the next question, question number 28. Photoelectric results in an excellent quality image due to option A. Photoelectric absorption does not produce scatter radiation. Option B. Enhances natural tissue contrast. Option C. Both. And option D. None. The answer is option C. Both. Since the photoelectric absorption does not produce scatter radiation, it is one reason, and it enhances a natural tissue contrast. So the photoelectric effect results in an excellent quality image. Moving on to the next question, question number 29. In photoelectric emission, the patient dose is option A high, option B low, option C medium, and option D no effect. The answer is option A high. Since in the photoelectric effect, the incident energy, complete energy is absorbed, and with result to that, the K shell electron is knocked out. The matter is relates with the patient. So the incident photon energy is completely absorbed. So the patient dose is increasing. Question number 20. The principle of radiation protection involves option A time, option B time and distance, option C time, distance and shielding, and option D none above. The answer is option C, time, distance and shielding. The time means the time of exposure, distance is the how far we are moved away from the area of exposure, and related with shielding, which the materials which we are used for radiation protection, that is lead apron, lead gloves, lead goggles, all those things comes under shielding. So with that, I'm winding up today's session. Hope today's session is clear. If you like all my videos, please don't forget to share among your friends, colleagues, and please do support me by subscribing and enabling the bell icon too, so that you will receive the notifications of all the videos I am uploading. And I'm having few of the WhatsApp group, that is radiographers coaching group is there, HCPC UK group, NHS interview special, Koru queries as well as CMRT group. If you wish to join any of these group, you may feel free to WhatsApp me. I'll be giving my WhatsApp number as well as my email address in my description box. So stay tuned till next Sunday. Sunday is the day I used to upload new videos, and new updates will be shared with all my viewers. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye bye.